These are some bases that I did at a different time. I generally don't like to work on white like constructing. It's not that I can't or anything. I mean, I can take this, you know, whatever's going and just start something or other. And whoop, we know what we're doing here. We know. Woman. There. Da 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 da. And da da. Bunga, bunga, dear. Mm, mm. Now, up to now, I haven't looked. I'm not kidding you. I haven't looked. If I did look, I would stop and whatnot. It's just like coming out. Now I start to look, and it's how to do enough of this, but not too much, because it can get very... The repetitiveness of things get me. I don't have any idea what I'm doing here, but... But I started on saying, hey, I do some bases. And because I don't like to work on white and construct like that. It's not that I can't, but with having a base here, it just gives me an opportunity to, let's see, it's a little tight, a little aware. So how am I going to rock the boat here and make it looser? Well, yeah, it is. Blah, 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 blah. All these women with falling hair and whatnot, I guess, if barber's hair is always like this, it always came down like this. So I'm sure it came from there. At any rate, I do. I use it over and over again. It's, yeah, why not? So we leave it with one eye. I don't ask myself stuff like that, but for the camera, I can say, I haven't got any water, so a little spit goes a long way sometimes. There, just a little shading. I'd leave it just like that. Don't need a second eye. Now, if it were seen away from everything and it had its own mat, its own frame, because these are just hunks of paper, unless they have a sufficient mat around it and a frame to lock it in and make it something. Anyway, it's finished. Baga. If I'm going to put a thing like a horn in, we know pretty well where we are already. To me, the bulls, well, I don't paint men, so I guess the bulls are as close as I come to that, maybe. So a lot of bullfights in Spain. We got their killing and all of that. I wouldn't even go into that. I mean, that's not my thing. I had nothing to do with that. On the other hand, it goes all the way back in history, again into the Phoenicians and the Ibericans and whatnot, and the colored bulls, and there we go. And put in a bandiera maybe, and another one, and another one, I. Now these definitely need a wash. I'm hungry for a brush and some liquid I could throw over this, and so I'm going to stop this right now until I get something else. But if, oh, here's one here. Could you get me inside? You'll find some paper in the kitchen. There's a paper roll, Kate, and give me a couple of slices of that. I take this here and some well-placed stroke, like say that. Now look at it. Did I know it was going exactly there and do that? No, there is no exactness involved and whatnot, but yes, that's, you know, that's what comes out of doing things as human beings. I go in here for a little, not much. Stroke was perfect, this here. Do I know it's going to be exactly like that? No, but I know that it's going to split and give me a little airspace between them. And I knew I didn't want to go all the way down. Again, I want the contrasts. So that's about, to me, that's about 10 times the drawing that it was before I made that one stroke. That's it. You gotta be careful because it'll drip. There. Then, I don't know, there's all kinds of things that can happen. I don't want this turned into an art lesson, but go like that. Nothing like indie ink. That's how it all started for me anyway. So, I go boom. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. So with the back of this pen and whatnot, and I don't know. Come in like that. Whoop. Throw in maybe a couple of legs somewheres in here. Whoop. And down here. And have 3 wandering figures somewheres. There. There. And there. And there. A group of 3 people wandering, doing a family maybe. I never get specific really. It isn't that. But on the other hand, groups are togetherness to me usually. They usually represent family, although they can be very harsh too. Depends what I'm hearing on the news or what's happening. Actually, it's very loose and I like it very much and produces a feeling. Who's to say?